First of all, we have brought a new generation of power gun. It is a robot welding gun, specifically for aluminum welding. The goal was to develop a new welding gun that is significantly lighter in weight than the previous ones. Typically, they weigh around 260 kilograms. You always have a large, heavy-duty robot behind it, and everything was a bit complicated and expensive. That's why we have now developed a new generation of welding guns, which weigh around 140 to 160 kilograms. We are almost back in the range of steel welding guns and can also work with normal robots. Here, very importantly, following the Tunker's philosophy, the NIMAK specific transformer is included, as well as the NIMAK specific drive. So generate as much added value as possible with your own product, and not, as some of our competitors have to do, buy the transformer here, buy the servo motor there, and have already spent 50% of the investment costs of the welding guns on further suppliers. Instead, the clear guideline here is to develop as many components of the welding guns as possible ourselves, and then also have it approved by our customers. So currently, our transformer is approved at Volkswagen Audi. Now, let's move on to the highlight, the world premiere today. This is the first welding gun in which all the components needed are integrated into the main body of the welding gun. This is, on the one hand, the welding control, this is the corresponding medium frequency inverter, and it is the servo converter for the motor. Traditionally, each welding gun has its own control cabinet in which a medium frequency inverter is integrated with a main switch, with a fuse, as I said, with a Rittal control cabinet. All of this can be omitted here. This is basically the product here, I must say, where the motto production immediately ahead fits best. I no longer need a great installation. I don't have to do any major programming either. Instead, I can hang the welding gun directly on the robot with just 4 connections, basically plug and weld. I can then start welding with the guns and save myself the whole investment for the control cabinet and so on and so forth. For customers who don't want it yet, or just the state-of-the-art, NIMAK has developed its own medium frequency inverter. This is also something new. Even the welding control now comes from NIMAK. It usually comes from Bosch, Rexroth, Harms and Wende or Matuszek. But here, the same motto applies as with transformers and drives. Keep as much value creation and know-how in-house as possible. Therefore, since this year, we are also offering our complete welding control system from NIMAK for the first time. And thus, we have the full stop solution. We can entirely cover this area with NIMAK from the NIMAK company.
So we have here a servo motor driven C-frame, meaning an inline welding application, just like the motto. Also picked up here, footprint automation, completely pneumatic free with our multi-control here. This means we have a control unit here that includes almost everything I need for welding. I have my welding control unit in here. I have my inverter for the motor in here. I have my own control system in here, which controls the process in the machine here. The machine is mainly used in this case here to weld nuts and bolts onto body components. Yes, and in this case here, it's servo driven. Right, many clients have the need to, banish compressed air from their factory. For that reason, we started developing all our products with servo motors, and this is an example of a development in the field of automation, specifically for nut welding.